49ers.
The 49ers are a team that we have to play this Sunday. They're a team that I think we're leaning toward. Do we know who the quarterback is? They said he's going to be out for a couple weeks, but they haven't officially. Have they officially said he's out? So until officially, I feel like that's I feel like the Shanahan way to like swoop somebody else in. Just like, oh, and by the way, Brock Purdy's starting Sunday. Like what? We have to prepare for a guy who's starting this league for multiple seasons, a guy who can, speed up his tempo with how he wants to dish the ball out, and that's Brock Purdy or Mac Jones. So we've known both the quarterbacks, so at least we don't have to deal with somebody that we don't know. In terms of their offense, you see, is Jennings playing this week? Do we know?
I
Think so. Okay. Is George Kittle?
No.
Okay. So all right. So it was Christian McCaffrey. Yes. Emphasis on the calf. Free. Okay. Got it. We're preparing the best we can for whoever we play Sunday. I know that we've got plans implemented, but I mean, you got a guy like Christian McCaffrey who clearly has fresh legs. Would he go for $120 last week in the air and on the ground? So we know he can hurt a defense. So we got to be on our P's and Q's.
143.
$120. Sorry, I undercut it by 23. That's on me.
What stood out about the way you guys were able to generate pressure in the first game? You guys had 5 sacks. And some of those were good.
Yeah, missed one. Gosh darn it, Cam. When it comes down to it, we've been vying to rush 4, and at times, you sometimes you get what you want. That being said, different quarterback. They got Trent Williams over there. They just paid one of their offensive linemen. They've got a formidable offensive line, so it's going to be a battle for us. I'm interested to see where this goes because I got nothing but high faith in my young bucks. You got I can't call him young. Devon Gotchow's been in the league for 9 years, 10 years. But you got Brazee, you got Vernon Broughton. I think you've got Nathan Shepard, Carl Granderson. We've got a multitude of guys that can impact the game, and I think we saw that game 1. So as long as we continue building, I believe in our defense front.
I just want to ask you about the grid. So.
Great.
All right. Well, forcing turnovers. How does it happen? More of our colors to the ball. If we can rally the numbers, if we can rally our jersey around theirs, good things are bound to happen. I thought we were close a few times last game, but close doesn't cut it. It's not for lack of effort because there's definitely guys flying around. Hands definitely getting to where they need to be. Just got to find a way to get it out.
How much time do you spend studying quarterbacks and how they like to escape pressure? Because, we're talking about Lante after the game. Like, he was like, okay, he wants to spin out this way, so he kind of played it.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much time do you actually spend kind of preparing for that?
As a defensive lineman, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I've always said, you're always rushing the quarterback, not the fat guy that's trying to protect him, the cookie monster. So, it's great to have a plan versus offensive lineman, but at the end of the day, if you got a mobile quarterback, like welcome to the 21st century, all of them are mobile, at least of the new era. There's still some of the old era left, and I appreciate those guys. But yeah, with the mobile quarterbacks, you have to know their escape routes. You have to know whether they like to escape through the middle or they're these elite scramblers like we just played last week. I'm okay with the Mac Jones type. Feel better that way. But at the same time, his greatest assets are what he's able to do with his timing, with his throws, with his tempo, and how he speeds up. There's a reason why he was able to lead a team for many seasons over at the Patriots. So, again, we've got to be able to disrupt him, get him off his spot.
You know what Mac is short for?
I've never thought about it.
McCorkle.
That's why we leave it at Mac, because I would like to keep respecting him.
Michael McCorkle Jones. Full name.
Big Mike it is.
You're going to use that?
No. McCorkle? There's a corgi I know is a dog. McCorkle. That's tough.
If you get him on the ground, you're not going.
That's got to be a great grandfather straight from Ireland. McCorkle? That's Scottish? What is that?
What did you feel like? He was the quarterback.
Which McCorkle was?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Your guys' last shutout in 2023. What were you able to do to him that day?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It wasn't like a close shutout. It was What was that, 43-0?
34.
34. Ah, I just inverted the numbers. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it was a good showing. Can we get that back? Whatever it takes to get that. Let's do that.
I think that's what he asked you.
I don't know. Whatever we did to do that, let's do that. We'll blitz the house.
That's fine.
Me, I don't recall because again, that was Patriots. That was 2 years ago. That was, different locker room. I think what we have here is slightly different. I firmly believe that, Chris Rumpf, myself, Carl Grandison, Inter Fidel. I think that's a formidable edge situation, and I like the way that Shepard and Brzee and VB and KB are able to get after it. Led by the big run stopper that is DG. Got a lot of acronyms for teams this year.
Or initials.
Yeah, that.
Is there a such thing as kind of developing chemistry with the pass rusher opposite you?
Absolutely.
What does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when you got a guy like Nathaniel Shepard, he uses all of his power. So he just uses power to push the quarterback where he can't step up. All of Nathaniel Shepard's power is good for our defense. And a guy like Brzee is he's more swipe spins, and you got to know who you're rushing with. You got a guy like Jonah Williams who's going to get vertical. But when you talk about Nathaniel Shepard and his power, that's what you can work with.
What about having like Carl?
I was gonna say you forgot Carl.
No, Carl's never inside. He's out there. Oh, you saying? Well, I was just thinking of somebody that I'm working with my A, B gaps, C gaps. Absolutely. We got a guy like Carl who is he's so energetic and explosive. He wants to do inside moves. That's able to sort of protect and know where he's going to be. So if you got a flesh out, you can actually get high in your rush. Yeah, it's pretty easy with Carl. Carl makes things like I know where he's going to be, so I don't have to worry about it. Enter Chase. We'll discuss this later.